Hey, I just took another trade for the after lunch session, and it went pretty well. Again, it's pretty simple to spot these. I mean, it's not, it's not that simple, but I mean, it's not rocket science. I'm looking for when the RSI goes under zero, when it gets oversold. That's the first thing I'm looking for. So obviously, I'm just looking for longs right now because clearly I'm in an uptrend. So I'm only looking on the long side. So I'm waiting for the price to get oversold. Then I look for a bounce, which happens right here. And then I look for price to come back down again, right? But not as low as the oversold. I want to be above the zero line if possible. And so the real trick to this whole thing is figuring out where the turn is and not missing the turn. So I'm getting a little bit better at this. What I'm trying to do is figure out, okay, well, I got a 5-second chart here, but I can also look at a 15-second chart over here too. And when the 15-second chart starts to give me some signals because I'm going Heiken Aishi actually has certain things it does when it's starting to indicate a turn. One of the things it does on the 15-second is it'll put in a doji. And then it'll put in, maybe another green doji a little higher. So that's what happened here. So I was kind of looking at that, but mostly I was just kind of looking at the price action here. On the RSI, it kind of, it would put in these attempts, these pops, you can see these, it's attempting to pop, but really, one of the most tried and true ways of doing this is just looking at what's the trend, what is the trend doing? Is the trend still downtrending, or is it kind of maybe cross trending a little bit? I know it's kind of hard in the moment because you really don't want to miss it, but basically it will put in one of these things that downtrend becomes a cross trend, becomes an uptrend. And when you start to notice that uptrend is happening, and it's really subtle because these are 5-second charts, right? Yeah, unmagnetize that and do this. You will begin to notice that you start getting some wicks that are higher than the prior wicks. The lower wicks are also higher, and you start trending up like this. So I got in here. There was a little pullback here, and then it really took off to the upside. And then I'm still trying to learn how to sell at overbought. So I was up here kind of thinking, oh, I'm doing really good. It's going to go higher, and I forgot to look at this. So that is one of the things I'm really I need to still work on. But it's only day 2 of doing this, or maybe actually it's only day 1 of doing this, second session, day 1. So I want to get into the habit of trying to sell when this gets up here, like sell up here, because I actually ended up selling down here somewhere because I was like waiting for it to go higher, but it was giving me all the signs, right, that it was going lower. I had the overbought, I had these kind of dojis starting to form again for the downside. So, but anyway, it's kind of exciting. That one, I just made another 2100. So on that trade, so for the day, almost 5K. That's not too bad considering they were just little scalps off the 5-second chart using divergence. Very simple divergence patterns. I must say that the Heiken Aishi definitely helps with this, kind of trying to identify where the turn is actually coming, when the color change happens and when the turn's coming. So anyway, yeah, divergence plays, really liking them. They seem like they're pretty high percentage. I mean, I did 4 today and basically won every single one of them, and that's really good. So anyway, that's it for now.